Captain's Log, Stardate. April 2025. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise to seek out new action figures and new lines, to boldly go where no man has gone before. I've always wanted to say that, and I'm not a Trekkie. So Captain Pike from Higher Toys here leads our journey into the latest episode of Flicks and Figs, Yellow Alert, all hands to battle stations. Warp speed and let's get on into the latest action figure news.
I cannot give you any more power, Captain. She going to blow. We are at full capacity already, sir. I don't know if she can take it.
And that's clearly not Scotty, but what can I tell you, they didn't have a Scottish AI voice from the selection, so it's clearly O'Brien from Star Trek Next Generation. Although why the transporter room is giving updates on engineering, I'll never know. Little Star Trek reference for you there. Anyway, let's iron out the gremlins in Flicks and Figs, and from the future of Star Trek, we get a look into the alternative future of Last Stand Spider-Man. Thanks to Cole's Cave, I'll leave a link to his Instagram in the comments below. And the crew of Star Trek uses the Starship Enterprise to navigate space. And speaking of space and Krypton in particular, McFarlane is giving us a look at his movie Superman figures, so you'll believe a man can fly. Kneel before me, son of Jor-El. Or at least just add Superman to your collection if you want to. McFarlane has a tasty looking cyborg Superman coming in summer 2025. Red label, I believe. And from Superman to a wrestler that bears a passing resemblance to the Dark Knight. I know so little about wrestling, but hey, this guy looks like Batman and I was just talking about Superman, so it's a helpful segue. And here he is! Holy Burning Hammer Batman. That's a wrestling move. So don't know anything about this guy, but a few characters I do know about include The Undertaker, Honky Tonk Man, Shawn Michaels, and The Ultimate Warrior. So I know Jay and probably Tainer and Phil Cool Toys UK will be loving these reveals, shout out to them. These do look really fun, and then there's this Donnie Darko looking son of a bitch. If you know this guy, let me know in the comments below. Are you a wrestling action figure collector? Will you be picking these up? And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content. And Mace Windu has clearly had enough. We've talked about Star Trek, Superman, wrestling and no Star Wars yet. He's putting his hand up and using the Force in protest. So let's discuss some reveals from Star Wars Celebration 2025 in Japan, the land of the rising sun.
So let's have a look at SH Figuarts Star Wars stuff from the Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025, and Mace Windu, young Anakin, and Luke and Yoda from Dagobah. There is no try, there is only collect. Or do not collect.
And then we get a look at some Star Wars Black Series Celebration Japan 2025 reveals, and we have Cal Kestis with his Aussie Outback redneck look. Apologies in advance. It's just the first thing that comes to mind when I see these head sculpt. A lot of people are calling it the Joe King. Head sculpt, Night Sister Merrin and Dash Rendar from Shadows of the Empire, I believe. And this is what I'm talking about, some Black Series world building to really flesh out a collection, not just multiples of the core characters. The more background Cantina characters or world building, the better in Black Series. And speaking of the core characters, we get a new Han Solo and Chewbacca. And Han Solo does look really good with a fresh new head sculpt. And look, and of course new collectors jump on the line all the time. But I'm all for Dash Rendar, more deep cut or background or world building characters. I'd personally love to see a Black Series Lax Sivrak Brandon on the Star Wars team. If you're watching, make it happen. And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content. And Bandai gave us Star Wars Realization, which was a mix of Star Wars and samurai or Japanese lore. Almost perfect for Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025, actually. And this lady could team up with those. The KEEPGOING 1/12 Sengoku G series. Oda Nobunaga. I'll add a link where to get her in the comments below, so if you want an anime-style girl in steampunk style or samurai style, here you go. I'm not sure if this is an existing IP. Let me know if you know in the comments below. And she reminds of the Snail Shell series. They are generally model kits which combine anime girls with mecha parts, usually in 1/12 scale. Again, she would fit right alongside Bandai Star Wars Realization, and we haven't had any of those figures in ages. I think The Mandalorian was the last one. They also did a few Marvel ones, such as Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man. And speaking of Iron Man, he's part of the Marvel 616 Illuminati, as shown here by Marvel Legends, NL Netherlands. Well, this is the MCU version at least. I'll leave a link to his Instagram in the comments below. And Mikey Moonboots gives us his take on Maximum Spider-Man vs. Green Goblin. And Galactus and the Silver Surfer are heading over to devour this episode of Flicks and Figs, so I better keep going. We saw MCU Namor earlier from Marvel Legends Netherlands, and he rocks some very nice Atlantean jewellery. And another character with some great jewellery is the Figura Obscura Ganesha. And if all these pre-orders are stressing you and your finds out a bit, chill out a bit, light some candles and let's do some yoga, as it's time to relax. Don't worry. So Figura Obscura brings us Ganesha, which is, in my opinion, definitely an unexpected release. I think it's definitely eye-catching, and if you're collecting these, will this be one you're picking up? Meditate further on it and let me know in the comments below. And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content. And Ganesha is a deity who is also an anthropomorphic animal. And speaking of anthropomorphic animals, let's take a look at the TMNT offerings from NECA via Haulathon. And we have animated Shredder, Archie Comics' April O'Neil, which is wearing street clothes unlike the yellow jumpsuit of the animated series. And Handyman Donatello, I had to double check which turtle it was. From Mirage Comics, the April O'Neil might be a Mirage Comics version, but I'm guessing she is Archie Comics, as we recently got an announcement an Archie Comics version was coming. So any of these take your fancy and will be figures you want to add to your collection? If you're collecting the animated turtles, that Shredder looks like a must, but what do you think? And of course the turtles were said to have been inspired by Daredevil, Frank Miller's run on Daredevil I believe, as the Mirage comics were much grittier than the cartoon, and Daredevil is a Marvel Comics character available in Marvel Legends form. And Dan Who is a fan of Marvel Legends and Turtles action figures, so with that in mind, let's go to the shoutouts. For all the latest Marvel Legends news and reviews, check out Dan Who Reviews, and all these other great YouTubers and UK independents selling action figures and pre-orders of action figures. If you would like any further details about these YouTube channels or the retailers shown here, let me know and I'll post them in the comments below. And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content. So it's been quite a flicks-heavy episode of Flicks and Figs. Captain Pike from Star Trek, Star Wars, Superman, all in action figure form representation of either existing or upcoming movies. I'm tempted by that new Han Solo and Chewbacca, but I have so much stuff to catch up on pre-order wise that I may end up missing them. The Ganesha does look interesting. I had one of the first Figura Obscura figures Father Christmas, and I did a review on the channel. I'll leave a link in the comments below, but if you want to wait until December to watch it, I will completely understand, as I hate watching Christmas stuff in April or any other time of the year. Speaking of April, that Archie Comics April looks good, doesn't she? I've always been tempted by the Mirage Comics Turtles, but what do you think? Let me know. I recently dug out by Super 7 Ultimates Turtles, so I'm feeling the turtle love at the moment. That also sounds more weird than I meant it to. Let's move swiftly on. And that's it. If you've stuck this far in the video, many thanks for watching to the end. Let's have some fun. Go write something in the comments below. Let's pick Taking It Like a Champ. For this episode of Flicks and Figs, although you don't have to, I'm just curious to see who plays along. So what did you think? Any figures that caught your eye that you fancy pre-ordering? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.